I kicked you in the back at the orientation because you were being an eyesore. You do know that I'm the daughter of a famous mafia boss, right? You better not go and make me upset. What's your problem? Why are you going around kicking people out of the blue for no reason? That kick left a bruise on my back and it still hurts, you know. Okay, and why should I care? It's your own fault for standing in front of me and staring off into space like an idiot. Seeing your ugly face right there in front of me really pissed me off. Why don't you go and get some plastic surgery or something, you pig? What did you just say to me? We've never even spoken to one another before now. Why are you treating me like this? It's 'cause I was always taught that first impressions are key. If someone treats you poorly from the start, they'll never stop treating you like that. And that's why you've got to show the other person your strength from the get-go. I can't believe this. You're absolutely insane. So you've shown your strength. Then what? After someone's seen my strength, they won't dare disobey me. Let me give you an example. An ugly pig like you who doesn't even understand their place will never stand in front of me again. I don't want to be kicked by you again, so of course I won't be standing near you ever again. So in that way, you're right, but suddenly kicking someone like that is absolute insanity. Please don't do that to anyone else. Oh, your request is too late. After all, I have already shown my strength to some other ladies as well. If anyone disrespects me, I'll straighten them up real quick. No one's trying to disrespect you. If you see something that you don't like, why not just talk it out with the other person and try to come up with a solution together? The way you do things is absolutely terrible. Honestly, what's wrong with you? I already answered that question, pig. My papa's a made man, right? So I live my life like a boss. And just like the mob, I solve my problems with violence. That's the only way I know how to live. What you said makes no sense. In this day and age, problems aren't solved by violence. They're solved through conversations that lead to a mutual understanding. Plus, real mafia members don't just go out and hurt people like what you're doing. If you really want to show your strength, there's better ways of going about it. The hell do you know about what it's like to be in the mafia? I knew you'd be irritating as soon as I saw you at the school orientation, but I didn't expect you to be so persistent. You're really starting to piss me off, you know? Pigs like you need to learn their place. Have you been, waiting to assault me or something? I still don't know what's going on here. Is that why you got my number in the first place? To rub it in my face once you finally hurt me? I really didn't expect you to treat me like this. But I think I figured it out. Today, during the orientation, you purposefully sat behind me, didn't you? Wow, you ain't as stupid as I thought. So now the pig can actually use her brain, huh? Now tell me, why do you think I sat behind you? You probably did it just so you could kick me in the back. And what are you gonna do about it if you're right? You gonna try and stay away from me from now on? Well, yeah, that should be obvious. I don't even want to look in your direction. That would be the best for my own safety. Well, let me give you another option. I swear it'll be much easier than having to watch your back all the time. What is it? If you pay me $1,000 a month, I won't bother you anymore. See? It's super simple, right? $1,000? Why would I do that? You think I have that kind of money? Did the pig not understand what I was saying? Okay, I'll try and dumb it down for you. Think of it as insurance money. You pay me, I make sure to control myself when I'm around you. It's a win-win, right? You stay safe, I get paid. It's that simple. You can't actually think I have that kind of money to spare. You already know that I can't do that. So I'm asking nicely and politely. Please stop using violence to solve your problems. You looking for a fight or something? You should already know that disobeying me is one of the quickest ways to get sent to the hospital. Yet you still try and talk back to me? Am I gonna have to teach you that lesson again? Yeah, I'm not going along with that plan. I can't imagine anyone would give you that kind of money for you to not kick them. Oh, so you still think you can get away from me, huh? I'm gonna show you just how wrong you are. I'll teach you as slowly and as painfully as I can. As I said, please stop using violence to solve your problems. Hey, Anne, are you doing okay? I just heard about what happened between you and Fiora at the orientation. Sorry for checking in on you late. Hey, Jessica. So, I guess you did hear about it. Well, what you heard is probably the truth. During the orientation, she kicked me so hard in the back. I can't believe that it was true. But why? I don't get it. Why did she kick you in the back? She said it was because I was standing in front of her. Apparently, that was enough to piss her off. Literally just standing there doing nothing. So instead of trying to work something out, she saw me as an annoyance and kicked me in the back. She really hurt you over that? She's a psycho. Yeah, that's right. But to be honest, I felt like she sat behind me on purpose during the ceremony. She called me ugly, a pig, an eyesore. It was all just so hurtful. I've literally never done anything wrong to her. Literally nothing I said got through to her. She thinks she's this big, tough boss that can do anything to anyone. Wait, don't tell me. Did she also say she was related to someone in a gang or something? Yeah, she did. She said her dad was in the mafia. I didn't know the mafia was even still around. She was saying stuff like her father's a mafia member, so that pretty much makes her one too. And because of that, the only way she knows how to solve problems is through violence. Wait, do you know something about her that I don't? Yeah, and it's not just me. What do you mean by that? She got her hands dirty with chocolate, then used my hair to wipe her hands clean. She said that I was an ugly pig whose hair needed to match. Someone's gotta stop her. Like, how far is she gonna go to torment people? She thinks people are gonna be afraid of her, but everyone just hates her. Right? They're not staying away because they're afraid. They just straight up hate her guts. There was this other time where I was waiting in line for the bathroom when she came up from behind me and kicked me in the back. She yelled at me, telling me to never line up in front of her again. Yeah, she is a loose cannon. She's way too dangerous. I don't know if she's actually related to someone in the mob or not, but I feel like this isn't how someone like that would really act. She's basically just acting like a hoodlum. You're right! That stupid hoodlum girl! Ugh! I can't believe we're going to have to see that insane girl at every school event. It makes me so frustrated. You're right. She just comes out of nowhere with her violence. I'm going to be on edge at every school event because of her. Something has to be done about this. The thing is, even before all of this happened, during the orientation, I could already feel a bad air around her. No wonder some of the other parents seem to be wary of her. Really? I didn't notice her one bit. But I guess it wasn't until the actual ceremony when she truly revealed who she was. I think it's time for us to stand up for ourselves. What? Do you have some kind of plan? Yep. We're going to take advantage of her weakness. Are you sure that's a good idea? What if she gets upset and tries to get back at us? Well, I don't know if she's related to a gang or anything, but quite frankly, I don't care. If we can find a secret that she doesn't want anyone to know, then it won't matter. Well, I guess you're right. But what kind of secret would that even be? Don't worry about that for now. I think I can find something. You think you can? Good luck. Yep. Anyways, if I find anything, I'll let you know. Let's just do our best to get back at that jerk. Okay. Yo, where did you run off to? I told you to hurry up and pay me, didn't I? If you don't hurry up and pay me, you'll get a fist to the gut again. Now hurry up and get back here. So now you're just punching me whenever you see me? Also, I told you that I'm not going to be paying you. You can't even do regular school assemblies properly. Shut up. Now, why'd you run away as soon as the assembly ended? Get over to the field behind the school. Now. I'll beat you so hard you won't be able to stand. Is that how a self-proclaimed mafia member does things? You don't realize how uncool it is for you to keep calling yourself that. You really should stop. Are you stupid? Did you just say I'm not a real member of the mafia? You're starting to get too cocky. I'll show you what happens when you try riding on a high horse. Like I care. And yes, I meant it when I said you're a fake. And your dad is too. Do you even know my last name? It's Rossi. As am the daughter of Tony Rossi, the actual top of the gang your dad is an errand boy for. Why don't you go ask your dad if I'm telling the truth? He's probably out picking up my dad's dry cleaning right now. Are you crazy? What the hell are you talking about? Why don't you pay a visit to my house later and you can find out. You won't get very far though. I'll have some of my dad's top guys waiting by my gate for you. I still don't get what you're talking about. Who's the stupid one now? It really isn't that hard to understand. After all, we could finish this the exact same way you like. With violence. But be careful. My father is going to teach you what real violence looks like. I don't believe you. You're just trying to scare me, that's it. So stop messing around. There's no way that you're related to someone in the mafia. Then why don't you come to my front gate if you really think that? All I need to do is say the word and you'll understand things pretty quickly. In fact, I think you should be getting a knock on your door pretty soon. OMG, how did you know that? Someone just rang my doorbell. Don't tell me. Did you send someone over here to whack me? No, stupid. No one is going to whack anyone. This isn't Goodfellas. So quit hesitating and get over here. Frankie just dropped by to escort you over here. Don't make me say it again. If you're really as tough as you say you are, come prove it. You're not scared, are you? Please, wait a second. Okay, I'll be honest. You're totally right. My dad isn't anywhere near as high up as I made him out to be. I think he just hangs around those guys sometimes. He does errands for them, and in exchange, they let him say he's one of them. Oh? After all this time, you finally come out and said it? Not like I didn't know that already, though. After all the people you kicked and tormented and showing your strength, you're the weakest one out of anybody. Shut the hell up! Why'd you keep that a secret? If you had anything to do with the mafia, you should have just said so from the start. Real mafia members aren't lame enough to just throw their name around for everything. They only show their strength when they actually need to. After all, it's not good to get worked up by every little thing in your life. Also, I'm not part of the mafia. My father is the one in the mafia. That difference doesn't matter. They're basically the same thing. Now this guy is bringing me to a car. Where is he taking me? Wait, why is Ricky here? Oh, Ricky! He's great, isn't he? Little did you know, Ricky works at one of the bars my father owns. I've known him ever since I was little. I asked him to come along today. I know how much you love sneaking into the bar he works at to flirt with him. It's a small world, isn't it? You never know who knows who, am I right? OMG, he's on your side? I had no idea he was connected to all of this. This is horrible. Do you know everyone in this whole town? I cannot confirm nor deny that. You always go and see him, right? He would always tell me about this gaudy girl that would come in and throw down crazy tips and try and flirt with him. I guess that's you. Am I on a stupid hidden camera show? Is this a prank? This can't really be happening. I'm so scared. Why do you know about all of this? Because I know everything. My dad runs this town and knows everything that goes on in it. He found out that you use a fake ID to get into one of his establishments. He never stopped you because you basically paid the rent for them. But of course, that luxury is over for you. OMG! So you basically spied on me? Or what, had me followed or something? Yep, that's correct. But why is he here, though? Like I literally just said, he's loyal to us. When he heard about what you did to me and the other girls, he wanted to be there for this. So he didn't mind coming along to give me a little bit of help. This is the most embarrassing day of my life. You won't tell anyone about this, will you? Oh, I'm telling every single person I know, especially the girls you harassed. So, how's the car ride? I bet you could cut the tension with a knife. It won't be much longer until you're at my house, so sit tight for now. Why don't you talk to Ricky to pass the time? I'm sure you have a lot of explaining to do. He was absolutely stunned when he found out who you really are. Why did you have to go and tell him about all of this? Ricky has nothing to do with what's going on between us. Don't drag him into our business. I didn't drag him into this. He's been a part of this from the start. After all, you're the one taking money from innocent women and using it to tip him. I guess you could say that you're the one who got him involved in the first place. Wait, you even found out about that? OMG, why is this happening to me? I think you know exactly why. If only you didn't act like a gangster from the movies, trying to show how tough you were to everyone. Not so tough now, are you? You people really are the worst. That's like the kettle calling the pot black. You're the one who started this whole mess. You have no respect for anyone. You know we don't tolerate people with no respect. So this is your punishment. Yeah, but this is taking things way too far. You really think this is worse than going around kicking people and demanding them pay you money? Looks like you're pulling in. Can you see me? I'm standing right next to your dad. Why don't you come over and have a nice conversation with him? OMG, he's there too? Why? Why the hell did you contact my dad? Well, you see, I really needed to tell him all about you. Plus, all of this started because you used his name and told everyone everyone he was part of the family. If I weren't so nice, he'd be in rough shape right now because of you. You assaulted other women and took their money. He wasn't too happy to hear you were sneaking into bars underage, too. This was all stuff I felt your father needed to know. I'm dead. You might as well kill me. I'm never going to live through this. Just put me out of my misery. I figured you'd respond better to practical intimidation as opposed to a physical beating, and I'm glad I was right. I'll let you off the hook this time, but if you ever do it again, you won't be seeing tomorrow. Anyways, I'll have the driver bring you home now. I think you learned your lesson. Plus, if you got out of the car, your dad might strangle you. I hope those legs are as good at running as they are kicking. He's coming for you! After that, I heard her father really went crazy on her. He couldn't believe his own daughter was extorting money from people and bragging about how he was running with organized crime. She disrespected him and made him look like a fool. He kicked her out of the house and she had to drop out of school. I don't think anyone was sad to see her go. All in all, she was lucky not to take a serious beating, although I'm sure her ego is pretty bruised. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.